Hi, I'm Roxana.
And I'm Patrick Stewart, a School Resource Officer for Caledonia.
Hi, I'm Pat Fredrick, the School Safety Officer.
And today we're going to be asking him some questions. What were you doing before you worked here?
Before I worked here, I was a road patrol officer.
Was it fun?
Very fun.
What did it consist of?
So, responding to calls for service, just various things, traffic stops, traffic patrol, but mainly responding to calls for service.
Well, right before I became the School Safety Officer, I was retired for a few months, and then I was the School Resource Officer here for 7 years, and before that I was a Deputy Sheriff here in Michigan. Before that I was a Deputy Sheriff in Florida, and before that I was a Airborne Army MP.
What do you enjoy most about working here?
Interactions with everybody, the students, the faculty, the environment, everybody's so much fun. There's a lot of energy.
Interacting with the students.
Besides working here, what other things have you done as an officer?
As an officer, started my career as a road patrol. I've done a couple summers in the Kent County parks, Millennium Park specifically, but this is something I've always wanted to do.
Well, let's see. I was a canine officer. I worked a drug dog for 9 years. I spent 18 years working undercover narcotics. I was a traffic officer, so I went out and investigated traffic accidents, and I was a patrol officer, and I was a patrol supervisor down in Florida. Oh, and I was on the SWAT team. Well, right before I became the School Safety Officer, I was retired for a few months. And then I was the School Resource Officer here for 7 years, and before that I was a Deputy Sheriff here in Michigan. Before that I was a Deputy Sheriff in Florida, and before that I was a Airborne Army MP.
What are some of the struggles of your job?
Some of the struggles are, I would say, connecting with everybody because everybody's different. Just kind of learning how to positively interact with everybody. And I know that as a police officer, sometimes we don't have the best image with social media, the news, and things like that. So sometimes it can be difficult to break down some barriers.
Interacting with kids. No, I'm kidding. I love interacting with the kids. Honestly, getting up in the morning. I'm a night guy.
Yeah. Have you always known that you wanted to work as a sheriff?
I have, ever since I was about this big. My dad retired as a police officer, so I've grown up around that in my family, and I've always wanted to do it.
Not necessarily as a deputy sheriff, it just kind of worked out that way. But from the time I was 10 years old, I always knew I wanted to be a police officer. I was in a store growing up in Detroit when it was robbed, and when the police showed up, it just left a lasting impression on me.
What are hobbies or activities you enjoy when you're not working?
I'm a big hockey nut, so I do enjoy hockey. I also enjoy football, mainly college, just because it's a little more exciting for me, but I would say hockey's.
Spending time with my family and our dog. Love riding my motorcycle, getting outdoors and hiking and boating.
And what extracurricular activities did you do in high school?
So I did a lot of sports in high school, hockey being one of them, but also football, some baseball, a little bit of swimming, so just kind of well-versed in.
Let's see, I boxed on the Township Boxing League all 4 years in high school. I ran cross country, and I played football.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.